Why do manufacturing leaders help retain more employees? I'm Greg Schenkel, President of Unique Training and Development and Frontline Leadership Systems. In this Leader Feeder, I want to handle this issue of, can manufacturing leaders retain more employees? The myth is that nobody wants to stay at a job longer than a year. And if I believe that as a leader, it's going to affect how I treat people and essentially make that self-fulfilling prophecy come true. The fact is that an employee who has a weak connection to the company is more likely to leave and move on to other things, even if those other things aren't as good or better than what they're experiencing in your company. Now, a Halo study in 2021 said that 73% of people would be open to receiving an offer and might even give it careful consideration, even if they're not actively looking at changing jobs right now. That means people are kind of like, well, if something came along, maybe I would show some interest in it. So one of our clients had a significant turnover problem. They were experiencing 40% turnover. That is, they had to hire 40% of their workforce just to stay even every year. And there's even worse examples than that, but take that 40% example. The problem with even that level of turnover is that the supervisors also became frustrated and disenfranchised because they were having to onboard and train these new employees, knowing that a 4 out of 10 or 2 out of 5 would simply not stay in the organization long enough. And so you're continuously retraining and you're dealing with the productivity gaps that happen when you constantly have new people working for you in the department. So what we did, of course, is we helped develop the skills of the supervisors so that they would create more positive employee interactions, and so that that employee, if they had another opportunity or even an opportunity got presented to them, they would say, I like working here. I like working for my supervisor. And so I'm going to challenge you just generally to make your workforce or your workplace attractive to employees so that even if they do decide to try somewhere else, they want to come back and work for you and stay with you longer. So I've got a few tips for increasing the manufacturing leader's ability to retain more employees. Tip number 1, of course, is to identify the interactions. There are several moments of truth in which a supervisor and an employee are going to be interacting throughout the day. It could be around the training, it could be around the initial greetings and helping them feel integrated into the work group. It also can be around giving feedback and talking about how well they're coming along in their learning and how well their productivity is improving over time. So you can identify all those interactions between the supervisor and the employee. Tip number 2 is to magnify the moments. I know this sounds like I'm talking about customer service, and in a way, it kind of is that, because the employee is having an experience working for your company. So we want to magnify some of those interactions and moments so that they leave people feeling better about themselves and better about their choice to work in your organization. So magnify those moments. The third one is leverage the love. I know I'm being a little sort of extra cheeky today, but leveraging the love says that now that I've built those great interactions, I can use those to push up performance. And that's because people won't see it as being offensive or you just care about the numbers. You want the best from us, and we want to win for you as the leader because we like our relationship and we respect you so much. So when you leverage the love, it just means that you can push the boundaries on performance and you can get people to achieve more than they ever have before. Now, all of these things in terms of manufacturing leaders retaining more employees, it comes down to a set of leadership skills, and of course that's where we come in, through our Frontline Leadership Program, which is available in the traditional on-site classroom workshops. We deliver it in this highly engaging virtual training studio format that you're seeing a bit of here in the Leader Feeder. And we also do an on-demand program where people can learn at their own pace over a multi-month period. And what's important is they put those new leadership behaviors into action so that you can see them change and evolve, and you can also see the impact on your operating results. Now, all of this starts with a conversation. You can do that on our website at uniquedevelopment.com or connect with us on one of the many social media channels that we're active in, such as LinkedIn and Facebook. Now, no matter how you connect with us, we look forward to starting an initial project with you. And once you see those results, you'll expand it into a multi-project relationship.